Welcome back to the second part of our business spotlight, highlighting Clayton Ruter and Primal Chiropractic. In this video, we're going to take a deeper dive into Clayton's business and what makes him a unique chiropractor and how he's bringing so much value to the Lanark community. Clayton, what does your daily routine look like in your business?
So when we're getting here, Derek, our hours vary a little bit depending on the day, just because we try to offer some later evening hours as well as a little bit early in the day for some people, depending. But typically we're getting in here somewhere around 7 or 8 a.m. most days. Patients can start booking anywhere in there and coming in, and I am the only person here on a daily basis, and so doing kind of all the different jobs that are required for the business, and anywhere from checking somebody in and treating them, and then handling the billing side of things and cleaning up the floors, whatever it may be. And so kind of going through a lot of different things. And so if you want, I can take you on a tour and kind of show you around and kind of explain some of those things that I'm doing.
Yeah, let's check out the building.
Alrighty.
We'll see you in a few.
Alrighty, well, we'll start the tour off by just heading into our primary treatment room here. So if you come on in here, you'll see the table that we utilize for treatment. And so oftentimes patients are coming in here, having a seat in the chair or on the table. And we'll just kind of sit down. We like to start off with a quick history, go over past health, things like that. And then we kind of dive into the exam. We try to do a pretty comprehensive exam, trying to get as quality of a diagnosis as we can get, and so that way we can direct our treatment for the best results. So any questions here, Derek, that you might want to know more about?
Yeah, one of the things you mentioned in your Get to Know You interview was how you've embraced technology. What's an example of that?
Yeah, we probably the handiest thing about our clinic, in my opinion, would be that we've really tried to make it as convenient as possible for people to book and schedule with us and reach out to us. And so we use a software that allows them to book online. And so you can go to our website, our social medias typically have it linked up as well, and you can just click a button and it actually shows our schedule, what times are available and things like that, and you can pick the time that works for you, and it just lays it out really easy. And you can even fill out your intake paperwork ahead of time, so that when you get here, we just get you right on in here and get started with treatment. So
That's awesome. You want to move on to the next area?
yep, let's head on out here. Alrighty, so now we're kind of heading down here towards our rehab facility, and as you can see, we've got plenty of equipment and things like that we can help people out with. Lots of different tools at our disposal to help out with different injuries and kind of getting you back to the life that you want to live, or performance and things of that nature. So
one of the things you mentioned earlier was that you are a one-man shop and you're taking care of the billing and janitorial services all at the same time. Going back to the billing though, do you guys take insurance?
yeah, we're actually in network right now with Blue Cross Blue Shield and Aetna, and I'm still working on United Healthcare, so that one should be pretty soon here. And those are constantly updated on our social medias and things like that. We try to reach out with info about that stuff. So,
Well, let's keep this tour going.
alrighty. Alright, you guys can follow me on in here to treatment room number 2 here. Gives us a little bit of options for seeing multiple patients in a row. Gives us just a little extra room to work with other people as well. So,
Clayton, one of the things you mentioned is that you like to think that you're different than a traditional chiropractor. And what makes you say that?
yeah. So a common thing that people might talk about is that they don't want to feel like they have to go all the time, or once you start going, you got to go the rest of your life. With all the different things we do with rehab and therapeutic exercises and stuff that we've already talked about, we're trying to find stuff for you to do at home to kind of help yourself a little bit, so that you don't feel like you have to rely on us. We want to be here as a resource to help you out, but I don't want you to feel like you have to. And so we try to find those things at home, so that you're not constantly coming in here every week or rest of your life, and more of just a follow-up here and there as needed with us.
And during your visits, you mentioned exercises. How does that help the patient?
So when we're doing things like an adjustment or a different exercise that helps out with maybe decreasing a really tight muscle, or kind of how your body's moving in a certain direction or process, if we're doing it here, it's great and we get really good results, but then you'll have the kind of that common theme of, maybe it was an hour later, maybe it's 10 days later, but a lot of times some of those symptoms might come back, or, we still notice some of those deficits are still there later on that have kind of reoccurred, because why wouldn't they if we're not changing anything at home? And so a lot of those exercises is just kind of maintaining that mobilization that we've provided for the body, as well as kind of helping out with those chronic tight muscles and just kind of addressing biomechanically why that's occurring. So
that sounds great. I think this wraps up the tour. Let's head back up and get your final thoughts.
Okay, sounds good.
Clayton, we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to show us around your office and get to know a little bit more about you. Tell our viewers how they can learn more about you and how they can get in contact and book an appointment.
Yeah, really happy to have you guys here. And the best way to find out more or to reach us would probably be to go to our website, which is just www.primalchiroandrehab.com. That's going to lay out a lot of the different treatments that we're doing, as well as contact info, and it's going to give you access to the buttons to schedule your appointment right away and everything. And then also social media, we're on Facebook and Instagram as well. That's where we're kind of posting a lot of the current updates, things like that. Phone number is listed on all of those platforms, and it's just 815-493-9990. And then of course our email as well is just primalchiroandrehab@gmail.com. And so all of those different resources are options to reach out, whatever the patient's preference is. And also stop in the door anytime. We're always here, and we accept walk-ins. So whatever works for the patient is, we're happy to help out.
There is literally no reason you can't do one of those methods. You don't need to suffer through neck and back pain anymore. Come check out Clayton, valuable resource here to Lanark. Catch us on the next video. Thank you.